Man, no sound. I probably should have my glasses on, right? What the hell? Yeah, I see, man. You rubbernecking, huh? I'm a little crazy boy. Now I need to find my glasses because the only comment I seen said no sound. Well, this is what I was saying. I was saying, what up, Mac is and Maniacs? How many of y'all still up? How many of y'all gonna spend an hour with me tonight? And I want to do something a little different tonight. But before I get started on doing something a little different tonight, I just was asking, was y'all hip to this cat that's in New York that claims allegedly he got Russell Simmons started? It was a guy that got into hustling and he would push hot dog carts around and sell hot dogs. And Russell Simmons would be like stalking him and asking for money. So dude would give Russell Simmons 300 here, 200 there for like 8 months. And Russell Simmons promised to give him part of his record company or what have you. And when Russ blew up, dude called to get some artists on Russell's, I guess on Def Jam or whatever his label was before that. And Russ wouldn't mess with him. And so dude is gonna expose Russ, and I want to have that dude come on here. I want him to tell that story here on Kev Mac videos. So that's my assignment for tomorrow to try to track dude down and see if he'll come on and talk about Russell. So he's gonna put Russ on blast. He says he has a documentary coming out in about 4 months. I guess dude feel real twisted. He like, if you say something about who started hip hop, he'll immediately tell you, well, I didn't start hip hop, but you decide. Like I funded Russell Simmons, so nigga, I want my place in hip hop. But anyway, sorry ass game tonight. Real sorry game tonight. NFL, even though I thought this would be a great season with a lot of great teams and great quarterbacks, they've been showing us some bullshit so far. 3 weeks of bullshit. That's a prime time game, man. And the coaching is pathetic. The quarterback is pathetic. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do different tonight. I want to show a couple pictures, talk about these pictures real quick, and nothing serious, nothing spectacular, just something different for KM Video live streams, right? Especially since I don't have cutes to help quarterback and get a message to the kids and that good old crib history and penitentiary history you got. But so let's see. First picture. They're gonna be random pictures, right? I mean the idiocy here, like how are you a starting quarterback? You're not even under pressure like that. You have to be aware of where you are on the field. Yeah, that's Jimmy G that I liked up until a week ago. How do you step out of bounds, dude? Like you have no awareness of where you at. That's horrible. That's a free 2 points. On top of that, bro, what up? Salute, Southside. On top of that, the coach, man, Shanahan, how stupid can you be to not take the holding penalty? You're in Mile High Stadium. You have to know a kicker can kick probably 10 yards further than he could anywhere else. And you decline a holding penalty. Like, what type of sense does that make? Like, you don't have no trust in your defense, your defensive coordinator, your players. Like, you don't have no coaching skills. You take the 10-yard penalty. What are you afraid he's going to throw like a 24-yard first down? What do you know? He declines it and he kicks a field goal. That's 5 free points you gave these dudes. Do you know you win the game if you don't give up them 5 free points? On top of it, Jimmy G doesn't give the ball away at the end of the game because he wouldn't be up under duress. He'd be comfortable with a lead. Boy, that's just some horrible coaching, horrible football playing, horrible game in prime time. In prime, listen, dude. Obviously, you're not a football player, right? You never played football, right? You ever go out for the cheerleading team? Did you ever like cheer for a football team in high school or anything? He had no room, which goes back to he should have his awareness. Nobody told him he had to drop back 12 yards to throw a pass. You know you can go lateral left, lateral right, right? You know you can release the ball faster, right? 3-second, 3-step drop. You do know that, right? I'm just saying, man, if you want to say he had no room, you're making excuses for a professional player that wanted top dollar that almost wasn't even on the team. You can't make excuses for that dude. He's a bum. You ain't never seen no other quarterback step. Did you watch Tampa Bay game? Brady was backed up to the 1-yard line. Aaron Rodgers was backed up to the 1-yard line. Did you see them step out the end zone and give up a safety, bro? Come on, man. We talking football. We talking about professional football, man. Like you probably was on a Gleek team or something, man. But some other pictures I want to share, man. Again, these are just random pictures that I want to talk about. How about my LA Dodgers? 106 wins, man. These are some good players the Dodgers got, man. You know I've been talking about them for the last how many ever years. You know I said this year would be the year they probably break the most wins in baseball. They haven't quite done that, but they got the most wins in Dodger history, right? They've tied the record, 106. My man Mookie Betts, you know I told y'all he's a beast when the Dodgers got him. Great pickup. I'm so glad for the Dodgers. I just hope they don't choke. I hope they don't stop short of a World Series victory this year. That would really be disappointing. Almost like Jimmy G stepping out of bounds out the end zone. Let's see what else we got here. So we got that. Okay, now this one right here, man. I don't know if you guys remember me calling her like the goofiest chick ever, like the most retarded, prettiest chick ever. So today I'm going to show y'all her, right? Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I mean, is this girl fine or what, dude? Like, she is so fine, right? I got homies that be hitting me like, hey, look at this, look at this. I'm like, dude, I was following her when nobody followed her, right? T, hi, my name is T. That's her Instagram. Look at that there. Ooh, wee. I mean, my goodness. Like, do it get much better than that? Sisters, don't get mad. Don't get jealous. Don't start talking about how fake it is. Do it look good, though? I mean, it looks so damn good. Megalicious. So vicious. What up, Megalicious? What else we got right here? Okay, check this out. I got to give a shout out to my man. I mean, if you're a baseball fan, you can't hate this dude, I don't think. Shout out to Albert Pujols, man. Fat Albert done hit 700 home runs, man. Such a remarkable feat. I believe only 4 players have ever done it in Major League history. Props to Albert Pujols, man. This is a guy whose career was almost over 3 or 4 years ago. Here he is hitting over 20 home runs at his age. Shout out to him. I also want to give a shout out to Aaron Judge, man. Aaron Judge is chasing Roger Maris's record with the Yankees. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to pull up an Aaron Judge picture. But Judge got everybody watching, man. Every major channel was tuning in. Not every major channel, but every major sports channel was tuning in to track his progress. And this right here trips me out, right? For those that used to hate on Floyd so much, right? This dude Floyd is retired, right? He's getting exhibition boxing matches that don't even go 2 full rounds. Shout out to Floyd for the win and the $20 million in less than 2 rounds. Man, Floyd is raking in big money, man. Absolutely. Shout out to Floyd, man, getting that money, not even breaking a sweat, in great shape still, and just cashing in on the boxing market, man. Free money, man. Put up your money, put on the event. Floyd is going to be there and get that money, man. What else we got here? Oh man, speaking of money, this is for all my gamblers and all those that think about gambling sometime. Some dude, man, I don't know who this fool is. He's on Instagram. I just got hip to him. One of the Mac heads turned me on to him a couple days ago. I guess his name was Marco, something, Monte or some shit. Check this out, man. I'm going to zoom in case y'all can't see this shit. I mean, me and guys like Floyd Mayweather or our own devil from Linwood, man, we ain't got nothing on this dude. Check out this parlay, man. A 16 parlay for 65 racks. He hit this shit. He just won this shit, man. He had the Denver Broncos plus 1.5 to complete a 16 parlay. Look at these picks, man. Arkansas plus 2, they push, but obviously pushers win with him. Minnesota over Michigan State, great pick. I thought Minnesota would win too. This fool took the money line on the Indianapolis Colts to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. What a great pick, man. He picked the Jacksonville Jaguars. Good defense. I like Lawrence, but I'm not sold on Jacksonville. He took Jacksonville money line over the LA Chargers. I'll remind you guys about the Chargers in a moment. And then he took the Green Bay Packers to beat Tom Brady, the GOAT, and Tampa Bay. In Tampa Bay. Wow. And then, of course, to round out the night, he took Sierra Wilson to beat Garoppolo. Great bet, by the way, right? For $5.6 million, man. $5,660,000. Dude broke the bank on that one. I mean, he really broke. He got out there with a $65,000 bet and actually hit that shit. How phenomenal was that, man? I mean, that was just awesome right there, right? And what I want to say is he went against the Chargers, right? He wins going against the Chargers. And I got to remind you guys that were saying that the AFC West was the most competitive, the best division in football. The best division in football. And y'all was kind of saying that about the Rams division too, right? He went against the Chargers. Man, ain't that something? What are their records in the AFC West? Because they don't look like they're doing so great. Like, the Raiders can't beat nobody. Denver is barely winning, right? The Chargers obviously ain't what you thought they was. And who else is in that division? Seattle? Seattle lost again today, right? I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But they ain't quite lighting it up, right? They losing the teams in the Jaguar and Colts division, like the worst division in football, unless you agree that the Cowboys division is weak, right? Speaking of the Cowboys division, what is that cat that said the Eagles wouldn't win 3 games yet? The Eagles won 3 games already. He said they wouldn't win 3 games this year, or they would only win 3 games. I think he said they wouldn't win 3 games. Remember what I told y'all. The Eagles are going to win that division. They off to a great start. They are off to a great start in winning that division now. Remember, it's early, Kev. Kev, it's only 1 week. Kev, you can't say that. It's 1 week. Okay. Well, they 3-0. They undefeated. They in first place. All right? Now, how about that right there? What else we got going on? Because I can't see what Crystal's saying. Hopefully she's saying to watch KM video live streams and all that shit. Okay, this ain't nothing but another picture of Floyd right there. Floyd and the guy he beat up. The guy that got money with him, the guy that helped him make 20 racks real quick. So yeah, shout out to the Japanese fighters and the promoters that put on that fight for Floyd, man. Floyd still shaking up his haters after retirement. Ain't that something? What we got here? Oh, man, trip off this. I posted it on my Instagram if y'all follow me and look at my story. I thought this was kind of, as Moody would say, cute. Check this out. She loves the D. How about that? Every woman in America should get this shirt. Every woman should get this. She loves the D. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's really, the D is really for Dodgers, but the D is, you know what I'm saying? It got underlying motives in this picture, right? She loves the D. And y'all got to go get that. Unless you like the P. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Pittsburgh Steelers should say she liked the P for those that, you know, go the other way. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. I think that's it. No, it's one more. It's one more. Oh, so remember the conversation I had with Cutes about these hawks. I referred to it as a pigeon hawk, right? But I really meant to say that it was a crazy boy. Help me out. What type of hawk is this, man? Not a falcon hawk. What you call him? This is that type of hawk on his prey, a pigeon. And you can see his claws up in the feed bag. That's where the pigeon's food is at. And of course, you know, you cut his throat. It's a wrap, right? Or you gut him. You could gut him or you could cut his throat, right? And that's how they take these fools down, right? But they usually get them in the air, though. Usually take them down in the air. Let me show you an air picture, if I can. Well, not completely in the air, but he's off the ground at least. This is how they catch him and just gut him. See the blood already out the pigeon, right? Just takes him and abuse them. But they take these pigeons home to the nest to feed the babies. And of course, the male and the female, they share the food as well. They'll take all the feathers off and eat them, right? Yeah, but not a chicken hawk, man. I mean, so many different names fit, right? But fuck, I can't think of the name of this pigeon, but whatever. What else did I want to say? Oh, I wanted to say this to y'all too. Now, check this out. Remember I told y'all, well, y'all have seen the Michael Jordan interview, right? As the interview went on, you could hear all this noise and S-Mac's voice is drowned out, right? So this is what happened. Leave it up to Kev Mac. Like somebody said, it's not a Kev Mac videos video if it ain't noise interrupting, right? So this is what happened. I got the tie mics. Y'all remember the tie mics I bought, right? So I put the tie mics on S-Mac and a tie mic on Michael Jordan, right? For some reason, I don't know how or why, the mics were never on. So the mics never came on. So as the interview goes on, the gardeners get close and they interrupt it, and so it's drowning them out. Well, in this next part, finally at the end, when the interview was really over, we figure out that the tie mics were never on. So that last little piece, like the last 10 minutes, the tie mics are on. You can't hear the gardeners. You can't hear the cars that's over there with the engines on. You can't hear the cars that's going past the park. That's how an interview is supposed to come out. So I apologize, but it is what it is, man. But we do know one thing. When the tie mics are actually on, they really do work. My bad once again, but you'll see the difference. In this last part, it starts off, it's kind of hard to listen. It's hard on your ears. But as it goes on, crystal clear, both of their mics on, works just perfect. And so y'all be looking forward to that to tomorrow when I finish editing. We'll have that on. And let me put my glasses on so I can see what the hell y'all saying over there. I know one thing, we got less than 100 people up in here. Now, I done watch Dubs. I done watch Cartoon. I done watch that dude out there in Texas. Man, I done watched the Pimp dude. Man, these dudes are pulling in 300 a live. I told you I'm boring as hell, man. I'm boring as hell if I can't get 100 people up in here. But you got dudes with less viewers and newer getting 3 times what we getting. But hold on, let me get my glasses. Now, to keep it fair, if Cutes was up in here, we'd have 300. Like Cutes keep 300, Rockhead keep 300, right? Now let's see. Everyone hit the like button. Alicia Miami, what's up, girl? Yo, I always wonder, could someone with a high rank like Big U still be DP? If so, who could make that call? Just curious. I don't know who's gonna DP an old nigga. Like if you an old nigga and you get DP, nigga, you a bust. Like old niggas don't get DP. Nigga. You gonna get ran off the hood, a bullet in your head, or you just gonna have a fight. And nobody know if you're gonna beat the dude's ass, you know what I'm saying? But old dudes don't get DP'd, especially a nigga at the top of the food chain. Like what that happen at? Like, if a nigga should get DP'd, it should be a nigga that's letting a girl film him naked and gossiping on the phone, right? That's the type of nigga that gets DP'd. Like, nigga, where your clothes? You got caught with your pants down, and you always woofing and calling dudes cops, right? That's somebody that should be DP'd, my nigga. But as far as Big U getting DP, like who gonna DP a nigga that claim he? How many Mexicans they say he knocked out during a riot? And how many fights he done won without a loss? I mean, remember he squabbled on them. I'm not gonna say squabble, but remember them big old Samoans had to take him down? 2 or 3 big Samoans. Man, what? You better call them Samoans if you need somebody DP'd at the top of the food chain, fool. But so that's the only comment I seen. I know my camera ain't the clearest camera in the world tonight. Megalicious said tap that like button, subscribe, and share. You heard it first. Deion Sanders will be the next coach at Auburn University. I hope not, man. You know, with Deion's coaching style, college is right for him. He should be coaching high school or college. Just because he's a fun-loving coach, he's teaching his kids not only to be great players, but he's teaching them to be men. So that's a great place for him. I wouldn't want to see him at Auburn. I would like to see him take that jump to the NFL. When his kids are NFL ready, I think Deion should be in the NFL. And I don't think nobody can coach his kids as well as he can. So I would like to see Deion coaching in the NFL with one or both his kids on the squad, right? Okay, shout out to your cousin, man. Great player, man. Kev Mac doing this thing tonight, really? I just wanted to do something a little different, right? Not 32 Serranos. You know that's at least 32 knives, right? At least 2 of them probably got life and don't give a damn about going to the hole, right? Another 5 trying to get a name and get their reputation, right? So when they go back to the shoe, that they in good standing, right? You gotta know a riot ain't no 10, 15-minute riot, right? You gotta know a riot ain't gonna last that long unless it's a Pelican Bay riot and ain't nobody scared to get shot, right? But I'm just saying, right? But one-on-one, one-on-two, because you think about it like this, and this is just for the brothers, right? This ain't for no other races. Let's take Whack 100, for example. Remember in that film, Whack is squabbling like 3 white boys, right? All of us black dudes know you can squabble 2 or 3 dudes from most other races, right? You got to know that shit. I'm saying on the average. On the average, brothers, y'all done fought 2 or 3 niggas or 2 or 3 essays at once, right? You probably squabbled 4 or 5 white dudes at once before, right? Probably. I'm just saying, if you really in that gang shit and you really been around. So you imagine, you got a dude like Big U, big, tall, heavy, martial artist, fighter. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know he probably did handle a few. You got to know that. Like, that's automatic because somebody our size do that on a regular, right? Like, look at all the yeses in the comment section. But that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. The homie can fight, man. The homie built a reputation of squabbling in the streets in the county jail and and fighting some of the best fighters from other hoods in jail. So he got hands, regardless to how many fights he won or lost, or who he done fought and may have won or lost to, right? But I mean, we ain't knowing no DP. Ain't no old niggas getting DP though, man. Like who does that? You could get your put off. You get put off. You get ran off the hood. Kev, when did you first hear about rolling 40s? Well, I knew about the 40s back in 84. 84, I knew about the rolling 40s for sure. But when I first heard of the dark side, I believe that was 1989. Could have been 88. I think it was 89ish when we was at the Coliseum fighting the Hoovers. It was us, the UGs, and we was fighting the Hoovers. And when we chased them up out the Coliseum onto, I believe that's Menlo or Hoover. I think that's Menlo. And we seen all these dudes behind this fence, and they wasn't running. And we like, oh shit, like we stopped in our track. Well, where y'all from? They like 40, 60, 46. Y'all see some dudes go running by here? Like, yeah, they ran that way, right? And we like, oh shit. But we were chasing them and thought the 40s was them, but they ended up getting away because of the confusion or what have you, right? But they had got the homies. They had put hands on the homies before we got there. I think they caught a UG in a 60 or something like that, if I remember correctly. But they had got with the homies until we all start piling up in there because they was deeper than the homies. Homies is used to being deeper than everybody. It's a little bit easier to fight and win a fight when y'all the deepest. And that goes for both sides. But when that second, what do you call it? That second lineup, the backups came, oh man, it was a different story, man. It was a totally different story. And one of the homegirls from Hoover hit me up maybe 2 weeks ago, whenever we last talked about that. And she was like, that's crazy you was there. I was there too. Like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I was there. You wasn't lying. No, I wasn't lying. No, for real. TJ Kelly, good looking out, bro. Appreciate that. I mean, like I said before, though, there's a lot of Southsiders got love for Big U. Big U got love for Southside. When Big U came home, that's who he was getting his money with. So, of course, those that don't know him going to be upset and feel some type of way, just like us. If a Hoover or A-Tray gangster got something to say, we probably going to be offended and be mad, right? But if we know him, oh, that's the homie. Yeah, he's from the other side, but that's the homie. Ain't nobody tripping, right? So, like I said before, dudes from Southside got a Big U and was like, hey, man, we ain't mad at you, do your thing. We mess with you. And that's all it is. It's, you know what? With this internet shit, and this ain't got nothing to do with race. With this internet shit, if anybody piss you off, ally or enemy, rival or not, black or not, people respond with emotion. People respond in their feelings. And because it's YouTube and you can monetize your video, it's all right for some people to respond, get shit off their chest because they know it's going to bring them views. They know static. They know fighting. They know calling each other out. They know woofing back. It sells. That shit sells, man. People know that shit. That's why I normally don't even speak on stuff like this. But like I said, tonight I'm going to do something a little different, and y'all in the comment section egging me on to respond to some of this bullshit. But I'm going to just tell it how it is, man. I mean, you can disagree with some of the things I say, but it comes from the heart, what I be saying, and I be trying to lace y'all and hope y'all would understand that at some point, what up, Shaniqua, baby, I need some hair. You need to fly out here to Vegas right now. Where your fluke at? Tell that nigga, yet that mouth got to be borrowed tonight. It got to be used somewhere else, another part of town, with a YouTube creator. How many YouTube creators you mess with, Shaniqua? Like, you got Oakland and Atlanta on lock. What you got going on in LA and Vegas, though? I'm just saying, what up, Shaniqua? That's how I salute you, baby. Shout out to Oaktown. Shout out to Town Business. You know how we do it. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm joking with her. That's my girl. We can do that type of shit, right? What up, OG Steve? What you doing up this late, huh? Shaniqua over there smoking on some weed. She ain't paying me no attention right now. I'm just saying what that mouth do, though. I'm just saying. Oh, shit. Shaniqua, I already used that one. Damn, messed my mouse up again. All right. What up, Western Ave? What's going on with you? Crystal, all the ladies. Shout out to all the ladies in the chat room. All the ladies that's helping get the numbers up tonight. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? With your beautiful selves. Matter of fact, hopefully y'all got manicures and pedicures this weekend, or got a massage, or got your hair done, or something to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes us men need a woman that feels good about herself. And that's how you feel good about yourself, especially when you got your rent paid and shit, right? Got your credit card bills paid, got your nice new name brand purse in the closet, right? I do need, you know what? Who said that shit? Western Ave? I'm not even gonna shoot back at you, right? Cause you right on point. You know what I'm finna do when I leave here? I'm finna go to 7-Eleven, right? So y'all go look, y'all that's looking for me, go to all your 7-Elevens, stand out there and wait on me. I need a honey. I don't need no honey bun. I need some donuts. I don't need no Mountain Dew. I need a Sprite or a strawberry soda, right? So you on point. You on point. That's what I'm finna do as soon as I get off this joint. For real. I promise to God. For real. And you know what's different from Vegas, from LA? Like, in LA, nigga, you would not find Kev Mac getting up to go nowhere pushing midnight. Like, Kev Mac is not getting out the house. He's not getting out the bed to go nowhere at 12 o'clock unless it's a motel room, right? And even there, I like to get there early, right? But check it out. In Vegas, nigga, I'm getting up 1, 2, 3 in the morning, right? To go wherever. Like, it feels so good to be outside of LA when you in this culture, when you really in this culture, right? Like, nigga, I'm not going to get no gas at Shell on Florence and Western, or I might not even go to the gas station on Florence and Crenshaw after midnight, right? But out here, it don't matter, nigga. I ride around on empty out here, nigga. I'm pulling up to any gas station, nigga. Like, that shit ain't even a issue out here, right? Forget the 24 action. It's the safeness, right? It's knowing your awareness, knowing where you can go and not go and still be safe, right? That shit in LA, man, is so different. Like, when I was in LA, I'd be like, hey, baby, get up. Why don't you go to the store for me? Like, you send the girl, right? You send a girl to go get your gas. Like, baby, I would normally pump your gas for you, but you mind going to a gas station and get me some gas real quick, right? What Shaniqua say? Y'all laughing at Shaniqua. What's she over here saying? Matthew Allen's good looking out. My man said, I used to love going to Fat Burger at Texas Station before the pandemic. Well, yeah, I feel you, man. Touch that like button for KMV. Kev, what made Oh man, check this out. That's a great question, man. See, some of you guys ask better questions than people doing interviews, right? So here's the thing. Nipsey, I put Nipsey in the very first magazine, the one with Ice-T on the cover. I gave Nipsey, a little light, right? Because I knew Nipsey was trying to do something positive. I knew he was going to be big one day. And I always say, you probably heard me say it on here, I knew the boy was talented. All the homies knew he was talented. He just had a gift, and you could recognize his gift so easily. So I gave him that shot, right? And I could go on. I could make this story real deep. I could detail some things, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I don't feel like hearing the haters and all that, right? But so that was issue 1. Now issue 6. See, I try to make everything make sense. Like issue 3 was the Harlems, right? 3 for Harlem, right? 6 was gonna be for 60. So Nip was perfect. We had 211 on the other side. So I always try to get somebody to, opposite. So we got 211 for the Inglewood side. Nigga, why not have Nipsey 60 on the other side? Crip in the blood. Blood rapper, Crip rapper. Inglewood, Pyru, LA 60. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole thought. And Nipsey, by then, niggas knew who Nipsey was now. So it was like, I still got my loyalty to Nipsey. I still got my trust and belief in Nipsey blowing up. So I'm like, I'm going to put Nip on the cover. And the homie took that picture. The homie S-Mac took that picture. Because S-Mac was geeked up on Nipsey at that time. And I had a little camera. I had a little Canon camera, a pocket camera. Matter of fact, I need to find them camera. I got 2 of them. I don't even know where neither one of them at. So I gave S-Mac my camera, and Nip was doing a video shoot, and the homie took that picture. I liked that picture because I took a bunch of pictures of Nip and the Slauson boys that I was going to use. I could go on my old hard drive right now. I got them. And we had a picture that I thought was cool. I had him by the Crenshaw and 60th Street sign. S-Mac get that picture with the Crenshaw. We like, oh no, we got to use that one. I said, I got to have that one right there. The homie went out his way to take these pictures, and he got some good shots. I'm going to run this one right here, right? So that's what it was with Nip on issue 6, man. Daryl, I'm not nothing from Chicago, but like I said, LA homie, a different animal. What's that, Clarence Johnson? Give me some clarity on what you're talking about, my brother. I hate when people compare LA to Chicago, especially when they start talking about which one's more turned up than the other. Because my thing is this. We in LA, right? I'm not in Chicago, so I don't really know what really goes on in Chicago. But through the news and social media and meeting people from Chicago, it goes down in Chicago. And I don't see the pride in seeing who killed the most brothers. I don't see the pride in being happy about all this danger in a city, right? I just don't enjoy that shit. A parade, people getting killed, a holiday celebration, and people being killed. A brother just walk in the store and gets his dome blown off. The police killing us. I don't like when I see people compare that shit. Then when you in LA, yeah, LA is turned. Even when LA is turned down, it's still turned up, right? So I like to think of LA as a place where you got to be careful. You got to know what's going on. You got to know the politics. You got to know the color thing. You got to know the demographics of LA County and city. right? I look at it like if we from LA, we should be teaching tourists and visitors how to be safe and to not think just because there's water and sunshine and palm trees that this is a safe place, right? Because murder is murder, death is death. And actually, when you become a tour, whether you want to admit it or not, all that killing shit is just, it's senseless, it's useless, it hurts us. It hurts us in a major way. It takes away from our numbers. It takes away from generations. It takes away from our prosperity, us going to the next level. The genocide, it becomes tiring. I don't care if it's LA or Chicago. The genocide just needs to stop. At some point, it's going to have to stop because there's not going to be enough killers to keep killing us. You know, you watch all these interviews and somebody say, everybody from your hood ain't a killer. Like Monster Cody, Claudie Clay, Michael Jordan. You know, a lot of people say, everybody from your hood ain't killers. So when all the killers are dead or in prison, then we'll finally stop killing each other. Because then you have a bunch of cowards, busters, and retirees that's not going to kill nothing. Then we'll probably be able to breed and start getting our numbers back up. But until then, man, it ain't nothing for me to even get into that debate right there, man. To me, that's a childhood debate, and it's a very stupid debate to me. You know what I'm saying? And if you're offended by my comments, sorry, but none of that shit's cool to me, man. I'm not into who's doing the most killing. Who would you say is deeper in LA, 30s or Hoovers? That's another good question. Because the 30s have been deep, but I think the 30 numbers are down now compared to them in their heyday. Hoovers are spread out throughout the city, and they actually have a recruiting pool. So I would say the Hoovers. What made you take a liking to Nip and bring him around Tyrese and some of your connections? Well, you kind of sort of answered your own question. It was to connect him. It was to see him get to that next level, and hopefully, like, people don't know this, and I never said this publicly, but there's a couple people that know. I don't go around talking about this, but Nip told me if I could get him on, I could manage him. Mind you, Big U was in prison. Big U didn't even know Nipsey yet. So Nip came to me and said he wanted me to manage him if I could get him a deal or if I could get him on. So at that time, when I took him to Tyrese and GP and meeting other people in the industry, I was trying to get him on. Like, can you let dude do 16 bars on a song? You know, can you do a song with dude? Or can you get on his CD? But, you know, Tyrese was big. Tyrese wasn't going down no CD. Them other dudes, Luke and Q, they wasn't going down to no CD, right? But I'm like, something got to give. Y'all got to put him on or y'all got to get on his shit. Tyrese just was so worried about the gangbang aspect. Like, he always tried to avoid that shit. My other dudes was from New Orleans. And then Daddy Cool, I tried to get him on with Daddy Cool. Daddy Cool met him, talked to him, gave him a lot of advice, and just couldn't do nothing with Nip. I think a lot of people feared the gang shit, a real gang member getting in the industry back then. It wasn't until Nip started selling CDs out his trunk and got the attention of Jay-Z and everybody to where people were like, oh shit, like Nip's getting money. Oh, Nip's at the BET Awards. Nip is doing this shit. That they was like, okay, yeah, Nip is that dude now. I mean, how many people could have a funeral at Staples Center? You know what I'm saying? How many people could possibly get a street named after them? that come from underground rap. He wasn't even mainstream rap, right? Respect to the original Wrench Mob. You're still holding down. Hector Flores, what up? I mean, I got a few Nipsey stories, but you know what's funny? Let me tell y'all something, man. When people die, whoever it is, when your loved one die, right? He could be your homeboy. He could be the best fighter from your hood. He could be the leader of your hood. He could be the best rapper from your hood, the biggest hustler from your hood, the biggest player from your hood. Like when that dude died, everybody want to be his friend. Everybody want to be close to him. They want to hold on to him. They don't never want to let him go. So when you start being honest about your friendship to him, your closeness to that individual, other dudes get mad. Other dudes get jealous. Like all of the bits come out of them. Because now they mad that you was friends with the homie. They mad that you got stories with the homie that they weren't a part of. They mad because when you tell this story with that individual, their name ain't mentioned. And now they feel like you trying to steal their shine. You trying to be closer to their homeboy, their brother, their father than they was to them. It's like it's a competition all of a sudden. So I don't like to speak on a lot of my interactions and my closeness to Nipsey. Same with Lil Looney. Rest in peace. When you start to display your love for a person, other people think you full of shit. Other people don't think you really love that dude. The first thing they want to say is, well, did you kill somebody for him? Did you avenge his death? Well, nigga, who are you talking to? Because you ain't avenged his death. You ain't killed the nigga that killed the homie. So what makes you so more special? But that's what happened when a loved one dies, when a loved one gets killed. Homies really don't like to hear you tell your truth and your side of the story. And the cold part is when there's a homie that died like this, right? Like I don't even want to choose an individual to use as an example, but everybody has their reign with a person. Like you might have grew up playing with this dude. The next dude might have been in junior high with this dude when he first started liking women or first started liking the gangbang. You might have went to high school with this dude when he was claiming something else, when he was playing basketball or football or baseball, or maybe claiming another gang or school campus clique, or maybe he wasn't even banging yet, right? Then you might be the dude that was rapping with a dude, getting coochie with a dude, selling work with a dude, going out of town with a dude, right? Robbing people, putting in work with a dude. And then you got the dudes when this dude becomes his own man. Now this dude's a man. Now he's having real life beefs in the hood. He really need a place to stay because his mama or daddy put him out or his girl put him out. So you might be that dude that was in the street with him getting money or late night. Y'all needed a place to stay. Y'all pieced up on a room or y'all slept in a studio together or something, right? So now you feel close to him. Everybody has their time with the individual. You wasn't with this dude all his life, through all his ups and downs, through all his money endeavors or going to jail. Like, why? If you was, why you didn't go to jail with the nigga, right? Local Maniac, what up? Look who up on YouTube. So a lot of homies, like I'll speak on Rosco all the time. You know why? Because I grew up with Rosco from a kid, and we really did a whole lot together. When I say a whole lot, I don't mean just some things or a lot of things. I mean a whole lot of things, right? So I speak on Rosco like, nigga, I challenge anybody to tell me that I can't speak on Rosco or that didn't happen or you lying, right? I got pictures. I got criminal cases, females that we done been with together, right? So I'll do that type of shit to Rosco. I got Rosco tatted on me, you know what I'm saying? I dare a motherfucker tell me I gotta delete this tattoo. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying, erase it, cover it up, nigga. That's my bro, like for real. Like, let me tell you something about Roscoe. Y'all know CJ, Charles Jackson, that was in here yesterday when Cutes was on here? Loco Maniac, I can't fight. So you could go somewhere with that bullshit. I can't fight, nigga. If you know me, nigga, I got chips in my spine, nigga. I can't fight. I ain't running fade with you, your sister, your daughter, your niece, or nobody. So just mind your own. Mind your own on that, please, sir. Um, I'm talking about my loved one right now. You interrupting that. So, um, this nigga that threw me all off now. Like I don't even know what the hell I was talking about no more other than Roscoe. Right? But that's it. Yeah, I'm weak. I'm weak, nigga. I'm weak. I'm weak, nigga. And whoever you are, nigga, you weak too, nigga. All right? For asking a dumbass question like that, nigga. You probably was that bitch on the phone when the nigga was laid on his stomach. Right? Yeah, nigga, I said it. When you see me, do what you gotta do, nigga. And that's just all to it, nigga. Yeah, you slap me around, nigga. I'll be around, nigga. I don't be hiding. I'll be around, nigga. Slap me, nigga, when you see me. Right? Now all of a sudden, well, I squad with somebody and now you slap me around. Like, and my moderator, I tell you, my moderators will ban a motherfucker that say something cool, right? But they won't ban a motherfucker that come in trolling me, right? I just don't understand that shit. I can't do that boxing, Reggie. I can't do it. I can't do it, homie. I just can't do it, man. I don't know what it is. I can't do it, homie. I can't do it. But I mean what I say, though. I mean what I say. I don't know, Carlos, man. I don't live in the hood, man. I'm out the way, man. But y'all really on that Chicago tip tonight, ain't y'all? Oh yeah, so CJ, so Charles Jackson. Thank you, Crystal. So Charles Jackson that was in here when me and Cutes was on yesterday. Charles Jackson is CJ, right? So CJ lived by where I lived at. And when I get to prison and CJ's here, CJ asked me if I know Roscoe. I'm like, yeah, I know Roscoe. He's like, well, where you live at? I live across the street from the school. Well, Roscoe said he lived across the street from the school. Well, my address 5506. Well, that's the address Roscoe was using. So my point being, Roscoe used our address. He used my mother. He used our family as his brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, and Roscoe came to all our shit. I don't know if I got another homie that has been to all my aunts, my uncles, everybody's shit house, right? So that's how much love and how close I was to Roscoe. KP Video News, what's up, homeboy? Well, you this how I feel, KP. I feel like you could tell your story, you could tell your history, you could give up whatever you want, right? But I feel like a tell all is something different. Like I'm not doing the tell all. I'll tell some, but I'm not telling all, KP. I just feel like I don't have to tell it all. Like my closeness and my unique interactions with people is cool enough in my heart in my lifetime that they don't have to be shared with the world, right? I'm content with the life that I live with my loved ones. I don't necessarily have to tell everything. You know what I'm saying? I just try to rock me, KP. But good looking out for that comment. Ain't nothing, man, worldwide that rips and dogs. I don't know what she said. Oh man, well that hour is up already. Unfortunately, I was having a little bit of fun, man. I sure hate I gotta go, but I gotta hit them sweets, man. Let me tell y'all, I've been off water. I've been on water for like a week. I've been off water. I'm not a water guy, So it's to the point now where this water is tasteless. It's like nasty to me now. So I gotta go get something with some flavor. And I've been off sweets when I went to LA and got them interviews. I think I came back on a Wednesday. So we done went from Wednesday to Wednesday. So when I came back from LA, I bought a big case of almond roca and one of them 10 cans of them sugar cookies. I finished them off in like 2 days with about 5 gallons of punch. So if my math is correct, I done did about 7 days with no sweets. 7 days with no sweets, no punch, no soda. I gotta go get these sweets now. Sorry. I just gotta do it. I gotta do it. I can't help it. I gotta do it. Who was Factual? Factual was taken up for Kev. And what happened to Factual? Y'all got rid of Factual? Western Ave, all I could do was laugh at that comment. Kev, why didn't the Magnificent Seven stick around after Cuse got locked up? Well, that's very simple answer. It's a good question, but if you're around, this is it. After Cutes and them came Monster Cody and Monster, the people that Monster looked up to and the people that Monster banged with, right? Which became the North Side A-Tray Gangsters. Papa North, right? So them dudes, that next generation, they weren't recruited by Magnificent Seven. They were recruited by the A-Tray Gangster Crips. So they come up as A-Tray in that area. They're not Magnificent Seven. Cuse and them didn't recruit. They had a poor recruiting pool. Even like Lucky and Rusty become A-Tray Gangsters. They may have still been Magnificent Seven, but they A-Tray Gangsters. That's like Magnificent Seven is like the old school. They like the original West Side Crip. They old school. They like some East Side Crip. They old school. You start coming to this new generation, the spinoffs of the original Crips like Cutes and them become sets, newer sets. Now you talking about the rolling 60s, the A-Tray Gangsters. 6 Deuce, 6'9", 8'9", East Coast, the whole East Coast Crip card, right? So it's different when you're not recruiting. So there are no young Magnificent Sevens. Cuse go to jail. Magnificent Seven was already irrelevant as far as getting into gang beef. You see Cuse is wearing big old giant silk shirts with big collars. You see Cuse, you know what I'm saying? Cuse became a fly nigga. Cuse was in silk. Cuse was a fly dude. Remember Monster Cody said you step in the party, Cuse and them fly as hell. Cuse and them graduated from the Chuck Taylors and the t-shirts and shit. Cuse and them was some fly niggas like some hustlers. They was with the women. Nigga, you had to be fly to get a woman back then. Like you was not getting no woman back then if you wasn't fly, right? Or had a big ass afro, right? You had to have some yokes or something, old Chevy. You had to have something to get the ladies' attention back then, right? So that's what it was. When Cuse goes to prison, the Magnificent Seven is already irrelevant as far as the newer gangs that was on deck, right? So that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? Kev Mac, do a rolling 50s history, 5556, 5758. You're going to leave out the 5 ones. But yeah. KP said you had to have your game tight back then, you know what I'm saying? Salute to the Magnificent Seven and all the hoods that aren't there now, but still have loved ones thrown. You know, You know, I like the question somebody asked Cuse last night about, do he think he'd be dead or did prison save his life? You know, I actually think prison saved my brother's life. In fact, I'd be willing to bet 100 to 1 that prison saved my brother's life. Because the way he was going, he damn sure would have been dead. 5-1 catwalk. The old school guys did it like I did. Got in the other street game, hustling and dealing. And women, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all became pimps too, man. Y'all like the original pimps in LA though, man. Kev, where is Occasion Block Crip from the 60s? What? Oh, I mean, it's on the other side of Compton. It's a long way from the 60s. 5'4" big time hustler was 5'5". Yeah, I seen somebody in the comment section say didn't have nothing to do with him, right? But what did Monster Cody say about Mag 7? 7 good looking, demolition squad. I'm telling you, man. But I'm out of here, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Thanks for tuning in. I definitely want to get that dude that says he started Russell Simmons. I definitely want to get him in here soon, man. Y'all take it easy.